Hello everyone, welcome back to Ancestor Valley, our Jurassic World Evolution 3 mountain sanctuary with like an alpine style. To start this episode, we are protecting this research facility, or like surrounding it with rocks and fences because of the animals that we are going to put next to it, which you have already seen on the thumbnail, which are a couple of T.REX with their nests. So yeah, I tried to put a viewing gallery here, and I tried to build it my own, and like build it. Sorry, myself. Did I say my own? Myself. But let's say it didn't turn out very well. You'll see now. I mean, I didn't really like how it was looking, so I deleted and I used the like the box itself, because it looks very like it doesn't look like decorated or fancy or whatever, so it looks very appropriate for a research facility, which, you know, they do not care about if it looks good. I mean, it has to be practical. It has to be, you know, it has to be useful, but doesn't have to be beautiful. So yeah, you see that, well, it wasn't going too well. So yeah, I ended up deleting the whole thing and just using the gray box, as you can see now. There we go. So let's start with the T.REX nest right now, which I accidentally, well, I'm cloning T.REX right now, but we are going to have Rexy and a mate for her, which is actually going to be named Roger. I don't know why I chose that name, just came to mind, and I just named him like that. Okay, so here's the T.REX nest, which as I said, I actually, well, not accidentally, but here's where the hatchery was before, and the terrain that was left before, well, after I deleted the hatchery, I really liked it. And then I don't know, I had this idea for what if that was a T.REX nest. So yeah, so now that's what I'm doing now. I put in some forest, but then I delete all that forest and now we are ensuring that our Euthyraptors are alive, because it looked very, like, it gave away the shape of the map, and, you know, having like a straight border of trees didn't look very good. So yeah, I ended up, you know, making it more natural, or as natural as I could. Here I'm building the nest, but then I had some problem, and well, you'll see it that later, but I loaded into an old save file and I hadn't finished the nest, so there's a final version that's different for what you are going to see now, but it's also a cave. Okay, so as I was saying, sorry, here's the cave for the nest, and, you know, the T.REX found this this cave, and they decided, well, that's a pretty good place for a nest, right? Because it's protected from the elements like the rain and everything, and so let's build it here, right? So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm placing some more terrain to make it look to make it more secluded, kinda, and also so that it makes more sense that a cave would be there, because like a cave appears from, I don't know why I'm not doing anything here. There we go. A cave doesn't appear from you know, because of magic. It is a hole in the terrain, right? So that's why I raised the terrain around it. And now time to decorate, and I wanted to have some skeletons, of course, for, you know, so that T.REX have brought in food for the offspring. Though there are now no T.REX babies, there will be in the future, I hope. So yeah, that's why I put in some skeletons. and also, you know, kind of make the cave more realistic by, you know, putting some rocks. The Indominus skeleton, that's not in the final version. Basically the whole nest and everything is the same, but the bones or the skeletons are what has changed. But you know, you can see now how I do this. So now I'm going to line up the nest with rocks, because I don't really like how, like, that we can't delete that kind of border that the nests have. So I made it up with rocks, you know, to make it blend more naturally with the whole thing. Now I think we are not close to when the incident happened. The incident is when I accidentally erased not erased, but loaded into an old save file in which I hadn't done most of the cave, and I had to do it again. So, well, here I tried to use some trick that I've seen in some workshop builds and everything, which was, you know, the trash bags as painted red as meat, but I didn't like how it was turned out. So, just skeletons. Now some foliage around the nest, because, I don't know, makes sense, right? Also, this foliage is kind of not very lush and not very green and everything. It's more like wood, I guess. Like, it doesn't have that much leaves and everything, so I thought it fit well. Now some dead trees also, because this is a very you know, rocky part, not very, you know, fertile. So that's why the plants are kind of dead. Now the feeders and everything. And now you'll see. Now I think I'm going to fly in the T.REX. I think. No. Okay, here I'm doing like kind of a lagoon, so that there's more variation and more, you know. So there's something interesting going on, right? So some kind of small, you know, some kind of rocks and everything, and foliage, very important. You know, and some wetlands, because I don't know, it made sense, you know, around water, although I changed that texture for, like, not the paint texture. I replaced that paint texture that you see with kind of the brush, the wetland brush that generates also some plants. And here we are now flying in Rexy and Roger. Maybe I should name him Robert. Let me know in the comments. Do you prefer Robert or Roger? Or, you know, if you have some name suggestions, you could also drop that in the comments. And now the T.REX are flying in. There we go. That's Rexy, and that is Roger. There he goes. Now Rexy has a mate, and actually, in the story, we actually, you know, rescued Rexy, and she's now in our valley. So yeah, that's like in our canon, in our story for Ancestor Valley. That's the Rexy we all know. Okay. Now making some river, and, you know, because I felt like it, really. And now we are going to do the ski slope. I don't know how you'd call that. Oh yeah, here the Utahraptor baby died, so I tried to load into an old save file, and accidentally, yeah, I hadn't saved. But here's the second time I tried with the ski slope. I think it's called like that. I don't really know how it's called. But there we go, and I did that by flattening the terrain, like very gradually, I'd say, and making with these like dynamic ramps. And I don't know, I think it turned out pretty well, because, you know, I didn't want it to be very steep, because that's what happened in the first time I tried, and it didn't look very good. Like, it looked like a straight, you know, death. Because if you were to ski on that there, if you were to ski there, you know, it was like an almost 90-degree thing. So that's why I changed it. So here, just finishing the or you know, yeah, making it wider. And there you see how it's not very, like, you know, it's obviously inclined, but it's not very steep, because you know, you need some, you can't kind of ski if it's very steep, right? Or it's very dangerous, at least. And now putting some fences to line up the, or well, you know, for safety, right? So that people don't fall. And let's just pretend they are not electrified, okay? Because I don't know why I can't find non-electrified fences in this game. So, and I believe we did have those in Jurassic World version 2. But anyways, here I will put, yeah, there it goes, the this like a kind of poles, these leaf poles, and you know, because technically this was a ski, like, we didn't build this, like the Ancestor Valley people didn't build this. It was actually there before, but now it's not, you know, it's not working because we use Hyperloop to go up. So that's there, but it's not operational. And now the like lower part where you kind of end your when you like kind of end all, you have already skied and then you go down, this is where you end up at. So here we are going to have some shops and like an Hyperloop station, right? And there we go on these kind of snowmobiles, which I'm going to put in a kind of shelter or garage later. Now with the Hyperloop station, which we've already used in the park, you know, before, and these shops that are already you know, present in the park as well, so that, you know, you have like a consistent design. And you know, that's basically, you can maybe buy a drink or some food before you go up again, and, you know, rest there maybe. So there we go. And now I'm going to make, well, I'm going to, yeah, join the Hyperloop stations, and now I'm going to make a kind of garage or shelter for these vehicles, which I'm going to do with the Frontier. You'll see now, the kind of garage, well, like a Frontier blueprint, and I deleted some benches and just, you know, placed there. But we are now nearing the end, so if you have some suggestion for this park, you know, I'd love to read those in the comments, and maybe, you know, they'll appear in one episode. So I really hope you liked this episode, and well, I'll leave you as always with some cinematic shots, and you know, we'll see each other hopefully in the next one. So if you like this video, consider liking, maybe, you know, subscribing, and bye bye.